Hi everyone, welcome back to Trike Talk. I'm here with Brayden, and we're here to do what we do best, and that's talk about trikes. Today, we're going to be covering a topic that we here at Utah Trikes deal with every day. It's helping you guys get the best trike.
The best trike for you specifically.
That's right.
Okay, that's the catch.
But there's a best trike, right?
Yeah, for you.
That's
for the
right.
specific riding and comfort you need.
That's the tricky question, especially with all the customizations that we have with here. I know we have a ton of information that we have on our customizers, on our website. So we want to take a little bit of time today to help you and tell you a little bit about our process here and how we help you guys decide what trike would be the best for you and what you can do to customize it to be even better for you.
Yeah, what things do I need to fit the specific scenario that I need to fulfill?
So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive right into it.
So you brought up immediately the process of getting the right trike, the best trike for each specific customer, right? So I walk in, I send you an email, I give you a call. Hey, Harold, I'm here to get a trike. I know nothing about them. I don't even know which one's best for me. You have so many to choose from. What's the first question, step, process that you're going to throw at me to get me into the right trike?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I want to know when you're coming in here, either coming into our shop physically or you're talking to me over the phone or by email, have you ridden a trike before? Have you ridden a bike before? Do you know what that feels like? And then even further, do you know where you're going to be riding? Are you looking for a trike primarily to get more comfort, stability? And then, of course, we'll talk more about budget and things like that. But I mostly want to know before we get into the nitty-gritty of things where you're going to be riding, how you want to be riding, and how you want to feel while you're riding a trike.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of trikes that I mean, it's abroad. It's just like bikes, right?
Right.
What are your priorities? Are we looking for street, pavement, fast riding? Are we looking for off-road? You know, there are trikes that excel in these areas better than other trikes, you know?
Right.
So narrowing down specifically what are your needs, what is the trail you're going to be riding on, what are you doing with this trike is very important.
I mean, the trike that you're going to take off-road, off the beaten path, and into the boonies is going to be completely different from the trike that you're going to be taking in this city, on sidewalks, on the paved bike trails. They're going to handle differently. So just keep that in mind if you can. If not, we'll talk to you. We'll have you ride here. We have plenty of videos here, and we can describe how it feels like for you.
So talking about specific needs and the trail and environment that I'm going to ride my trike in.
Sure.
Just to throw some at you, right? Hey, Harold, I need a trike. I'm going to be taking it off-road.
I'm thinking immediately something with more aggressive tires. Maybe fat tires, definitely if you're doing mostly off-road and gravel.
Sure.
Maybe something with up to a 2-inch wide tire with aggressive tires, maybe with the Smart Sam from Schwalbe and going from there. Suspension too. Typically off-road, you're going to be having a rough time on your back.
Beats you up a little less with suspension, so that never hurts, right? I mean, suspension is always one of those, like, if it's in the budget, absolutely.
Right.
It's never
Absolutely
really a downside unless we're talking a really specific racing scenario.
Right. But if you're talking about off-road, you're not talking about racing. Not in this scenario, but yeah, it's definitely, if you can get it, definitely get the suspension.
Yeah, and then let's just get into it. Racing, you know, I'm looking for a racing trike. I need it to be comfortable, but really my priority is speed.
Going fast. At that point, you're looking to get a very narrow profile trike, very low to the ground, very low drag is what you're looking for. And then just as small as can be, as light as can be, maybe carbon fiber components, and looking at that.
Right. And that seems like an obvious kind of suggestion, right? But getting into the specifics and each model, there's a lot that serve the same racing or off-road purpose.
Right.
So how do we more specifically narrow those down?
I guess then in narrowing down what racing trike am I going to get in that range, which off-road trike am I going to get in that range. You opened the door a little bit ago and you were mentioning budget. Budget's going to be that factor at that second point. We have a lot of people that come in here and it's like, I don't have a budget in mind, or I don't even know what these things would cost. And then we'll start talking about there. Or then we're talking about, I have an idea of what trikes cost and I want to get the sky's the limit type of deal. That's where we kind of will narrow down what's going to be the fastest trike for you on the higher end, or what's going to fit more of the middle end and still be able to cover all those areas that you need for where you're going to be riding.
Right. I mean, budget is definitely a limiting factor.
Of course.
Right? I mean,
absolutely.
pretend that it's not would be ridiculous. So that's like, we're on the same track as far as what are we riding, how much money are we going to be willing to spend on this to make sure that this is a good fit for you.
Right. Speaking of that and getting a good fit for me, what if I need help getting into the trike? What if I need help propelling the trike? What do I look at then?
Sure, and I think that kind of goes into kind of your priorities, right? If you were looking for a trike that you need help getting in and out of, getting a trike with a higher seat is a priority.
Right.
You know? But if the trike I needed doesn't necessarily have the highest seat and I just need some assistance, there are accessories for most trikes. We make those easy entry aids that fit on most things. Manufacturers make them for their trikes. So there are assist options specifically to help you get in and out, but for other variety of things as well. Right. Just make this trike more custom in a way to fit your specific needs.
Right. And when we say custom, do we mean custom options that are offered by the manufacturers, or when does it start to become the UT custom, far out there, totally crazy kind of wackadoodle builds that we do here?
I love the way that you put that. There definitely is a stock version of a manufacturer trike, right? Most of the things in our showroom are going to be a stock manufacturer. We haven't touched it. We haven't added any accessories. This is how it comes.
Right.
And then each brand kind of offers their own custom. These are the accessories we have. These are some custom paints we offer. And we're going to get more into motors later, but these are the strict motors that we provide from the manufacturer.
Right.
And those are, to a degree, a custom option, right? That isn't how the trike came originally from factory. We have added custom accessories from the same factory, but they've been added. And then there's the UT custom way of doing things, where we have custom bracketry if we're getting that far into it. We have our own easy entry aids, like I mentioned.
Different wheels. We have a whole wheel building suite in here. We have a whole CNC machine shop here. So if it needs to get as crazy as you need it to be, within some limits, of course, we can do a lot more past what the manufacturer offers to get a tailored fit for you on your ride.
Right. And that's the goal, right? If you're going to come in, I have these specific needs that I need to be met.
Right.
And the only way to reach those needs are with custom options, and it's in the budget. Let's do it. I don't see a downside in getting a custom trike for your needs.
Right.
Let's get a trike that fits and works for you.
Right.
That's the priority. I want to get into motors.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about it, and I think there's a good way of kind of segueing into it with ice trikes. I had a customer ask me this last week, is the Ice Adventure the best trike? Yes and no.
Is it the best trike for you? That's what it.
I love the trike. It is a great trike. Absolutely. I am not saying it is a bad trike at all. For most people, I actually think maybe it is the best trike.
Right.
And there's a lot of factory stock options that are custom, right?
Right.
The stock Ice Adventure comes with 20-inch wheels all the way around, rigid. There's no suspension. And if you wanted to get some custom factory options, we're going to add a 26-inch rear wheel. There's going to be rear suspension, front suspension, a more comfortable seat. These are custom options from Ice directly.
Right.
And then they offer their own, custom Shimano steps motor that you can get OEM from factory. It is a custom trike still. It is not something they just pulled off the factory. They have to add that motor to that trike.
But say I'm the person that I see that ice trike, or I see that any of those trikes in general, and I want to go a step further. I'm thinking I want more power. I want more power assist levels. Maybe I want more custom seat side mounts or things like that. That would be when I start asking us what we can do from there.
I know what Ice can do for me. What does the UT Custom already have available that we've been outfitting for trikes for years?
Right, we know what we're doing.
We've been here for a little while. We've done it. The side bags is a good one to bring up. A lot of brands do have factory side bag options, but we have our own that work really well, and we've been putting them on trikes forever.
Right.
Motor systems, and the reason why I wanted to talk about Ice specifically, Ice only offers their systems from factory with a Shimano motor.
Right.
Putting a different motor system on there as a warning will void the warranty.
Right.
As will some other foreign brands, and I don't want to get into specifics, but there are limitations. That being said, we can do it, and we do it all the time.
As long as you're aware that your
Yeah,
frame
I was like, I'm
warranty
going to
will be
warn
void,
you.
but
I'll let you know, but we can do it. So if you're looking for more power assist levels, that's our UT custom. We make custom battery mounts, custom bracketry, custom torque arms. That's all manufactured here in-house to fit that Bafang to the system.
Right.
Make sure it works well. And we do that for all of them.
Right.
Everything. Motorizing most of the trikes that we carry with our own custom machine shop made parts.
Right. I mean, of course, if you guys are concerned about, is this too much power for my trike, or is this too much that I'm putting on a trike, you're more than welcome to ask us. You're more than welcome to watch these videos and get a good idea of what is too custom, what is too much, and then we can kind of help you narrow down further from there, personalize it, and get a custom trike for you.
Narrowing down is the best way to put it. I always consider ourselves like trike wizards.
Trike wizards?
Trike wizards.
I like that.
If the way you think of like an old like setup wizard on a computer.
Yeah.
You open it and they're like, well, what's your first step? Well, what are you going to ride? What's your budget? Weight, size is important. We're going to need to know how like large you need this to be. And then from there, these are the custom options that we offer. But if you want to go into the advanced settings, these are what we offer. Narrowing it down for the best trike that fits you, I think, is the best way that you're going to ever get into a recumbent trike. And contacting us and letting us know, because we've been doing it for a long time, is a really convenient way to know what you're getting.
At the end of the day, all that Trike Talk is, all that this community is just meant to inform you guys and get you guys out riding. That's it. I guess one thing to consider as well while we're talking about custom trikes is the lead time for things. And how fast do you need the trike? Good example right now, we have an AZUB trike that's being worked on right now from AZUB. They're building a loaded to the gills trike. It has pretty much everything that you could think of on it, and it's going to take 8 to 12 weeks to get.
Whereas like a factory option that they might have already had built
it's going to take about 4 weeks or
6 to 8 still, but it's definitely quicker, right? And even in the event that we order a stock trike and it's not an OEM factory custom trike, but a UT custom trike, it's going to probably take 4 to 6 weeks for it to get here from that factory, and then we've got to now customize it. So there is a level of urgency, I think, with a custom trike that you have to be a little more patient about.
And there's a lot more fine details, and of course, if you're willing to accept that, go crazy with it.
And the more, the way I look at it, if you are out there to get the perfect trike for you, you've been riding trikes for a while, being patient, the budget obviously being important, it's going to be worth it.
Absolutely.
Right? You're getting this custom thing for a reason, to fit the specific needs you need. One, I think it's worth the wait. Two, if this is your big hobby, it's worth the budget.
Absolutely.
Whatever you're paying for it. Be patient. Custom builds are sweet. I'm so excited to see this AZUB once it's here. I'm already antsy for it, and I'm not the one that it's for. I can't wait to have it here.
We're as excited as you guys are for you to have it and get out there and share it with the world. If it is going to be a custom trike that you guys are considering and you really want to get into the nitty-gritties of everything and personalize it, give us a call. We're friendly, we hope. We're happy to talk to you about any of the options if you want custom colors, if you're worried about transportation, or even if you need to get even further and make sure that you're able to steer the trike with special accommodations there. Talk to us. We're happy to help you guys do it. We're available by email, by call, even the comments below.
Let us know, reach out, get your custom build. To wrap this video up, Harold, what should everybody remember?
You should remember to relax, spin fast, and ride trikes. Have a good one, everybody.